Can everybody start singing Jingle Bells? All right, 1, 2, 3. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey! Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. All right, listen. We are here. I'm Santa. We have some children, and we're visiting on KPAO in Omaha. And this is a real opportunity for me because mostly I work in the workshop and deliver gifts after everybody's asleep. So I don't get to talk to kids very often. And when I talk to moms or dads, it's because we made a mistake and they're kind of cranky with me. So I really appreciate getting to talk to you. So do you mind if I read a poem? Have any of you ever heard of The Night Before Christmas? Have you? Man, I'm sorry, you all have? Okay, well, it is probably one of the most commonly known poems about Christmas. But it's very old. You know that it was written in like 1832 or something like that? Oh, well, you don't need to know that to enjoy it, but it's a great poem. The only thing about it is they use some words that we don't use very much anymore, so it seems a little odd. But are you ready?
Yeah.
All right. 'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nick's soon would be there. The children were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. Have you ever seen a sugar plum?
Yeah.
Have you?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, because I've never seen a sugar.
I feel like I've heard of it.
I've heard of it a lot, but I don't think I've ever seen it. And Mama, in her kerchief, and I in my cap, had just settled our brains for a long winter's nap. When out on the lawn there rose such a clatter, I sprang from my bed to see what was the matter, and away to the window I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters, and threw up the sash. The moon on the breast of the new fallen snow gave the luster of midday to objects below, when what to my wondered eyes did appear but a miniature sleigh with 8 tiny reindeer, with a little old driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment it must be St. Nick. More rapid than eagles, his coursers they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donner and Blitzen, to the top of the porch, to the top of the wall. Now dash away all, as the leaves that before the winter hurricane fly, when they met with an obstacle, bound to the sky. So up to the housetop, the cursor they flew, with the sleigh full of toys, and St. Nick too. And then in a twinkling, I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. As I drew my head and was turning around, down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound. He was dressed in all fur from his head to his feet, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his sack. His cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn like a bow, and the beard of his chin was all white as the snow. The stump of a pipe he held tight in his teeth, and the smoke it encircled his head like a wreath. He had a broad face and a little round belly that shook when he laughed, like a bowl full of jelly. I don't look like that, do I? He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf. And I laughed when I saw him in spite of myself. A wink of his eye, a twist of his head, soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work and filled the stockings, then turned with a jerk, and laying his finger on his nose as he rose, and gave a nod, and up the chimney he went. He sprang to the sleigh, to the teams gave a whistle, and away they all flew like dawn on a thistle. But I heard him exclaim as he drove out of sight, Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night. Well, you guys would never hear that because you would be asleep, right?
I was wondering, if you can't see Santa, how do you know it's Santa? How do you know it's Santa if you never see them?
How do you know it's Santa if you've never seen him? Well, does your mother love you?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, have you ever seen her love you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did you see it?
Of hugging and her mom.
Okay, so she did things that made you know that she loved you, but you can't see love, can you?
No. You can't.
No. So that's sort of like Santa. I mean, it's kind of an act of faith that you know that he's out there and trying to figure out what will help communicate to you that you're loved, and it's okay if you come in with green hair, and that's how you know. It's just an act of faith. Now, sometimes you might get a glimpse. You know, I mean, you get to see me now. Could you stand up right here for just a second? Okay. Could you take one hand and grab my beard? Okay. Pull on it. Oh, come on. You can do better. A little better than that. Yeah. Is that real?
Uh-huh.
Okay. And give me this hand. Okay. Does that feel like a pillow to you? Oh, it does? No, it doesn't, because I happen to have a job that puts me in a position to, how to put this, really pig out on cookies once a year. Do you leave me milk and cookies?
I mean, we have cookies on the counter right now.
You have cookies on the counter right now?
Mm-hmm.
Well, what are the chances of them being there on Christmas Eve? Maybe? Might? What are the chances of mixing up a new batch or going to the store and getting a new package?
60%.
60%. Well, that's a good percentage. So,
It's better than 20.
I'm sorry?
It's better than 20.
That's right. It's better than 20. So, but that's how you know that Santa is around and figuring out things and kind of working with your moms and dads, because Christmas has lots of different meanings. You know, some religious, and then some are just family events that everybody enjoys and has traditions, like Christmas trees. Do you have a Christmas tree?
Yeah.
My mom put up 8 of them.
Put up what?
8 of them.
8 of them? Well, would you ask her for me? You can sit down, thank you.
She's right there.
Well, no, but I want you to ask her for me later on if she would put a note on the one that I'm supposed to put the presents under.
Okay.
Okay, because I get easily confused. I mean, not only is 8 a lot, but sometimes I can't count that high. Okay, so what kinds of things do you have on your trees? Go ahead.
Ornaments.
Ornaments? What kind of ornaments?
Like little nutcracker ornaments.
Okay,
Candy cane ones.
candy cane ones
Very special ones to like from our school
from your school?
and
Okay, and what were you gonna say?
I'll probably say that.
Oh, you're gonna say that? Okay. All right, well, do any of you have a star on the top of your tree?
We have snowman. We have
You have a snowman?
We had a snowman.
You got a snowman? And a hat on it? Yeah, it used to be, it was always just a star, and that's fine. But, you know, I've seen people with angels and Santa hats, and I've even seen some with Mickey Mouse on the top of their tree. Yes, Mickey Mouse.
Who likes Mickey Mouse on the trees?
people
Well,
who like Mickey Mouse.
because they like Mickey Mouse. Maybe they've been to Disneyland together and it was a special event.
Disney World, me and her.
I'm sorry?
We've been to Disney World.
You've been to Disney World? All right, would you come here? Come over here with me?
We are brothers.
I know. Okay, you went to Disney World, and what did you do there?
We went to all the places.
You went to all the places. What was your favorite place at Disney World?
Probably, Animal Kingdom.
The Animal Kingdom? Okay. And was that, what part of the year was that? Was that in the summer or around
Last
Christmas?
Christmas.
You went to Disney World?
It was a Christmas present from my mom.
Oh, man, that was your family? You have such a special mom. That is so nice. Is she always that nice?
Yeah,
Yes?
like every Christmas.
Like every
What's
Christmas?
your favorite holiday?
It's her favorite. Now, I'm not, it's my favorite holiday. Of course, I get a lot of cookies, don't you know? And that, any day that I get a lot of cookies is one of my favorite days, so. All right, so what do you have on the top of your tree?
It's like a top part of a sucker that you eat, but there's no stick.
No stick?
No stick.
So you would have to hold them in your hand and get all sticky and stuff? And you'd have to climb up on the tree too, so you probably don't want to do that until after Christmas.
But it's pretty big.
Pretty big? Okay. Did your mom put that up? Yeah. Holy cow! What a wonderful mother you have. Is she really, really tall, or did she have to climb up a ladder?
Step stool.
Step stool? Okay. Okay. Did she do that on all 8 of those trees?
Not the sucker.
Not the suckers?
She put up different ones.
Oh.
Top part of a sucker, Santa hat, and 7 other ones. I forgot them.
Good job. Good job. All right. Well, listen, I think before we leave tonight, after we finish the program, I'm going to want to visit with your mom for a minute because she sounds pretty special.
She is.
Yeah. Do you know, by the way, I talked to all of the elves, and they tried to trick me on you about not being on the good list and then telling me, but you were on the very, very good list. All of you guys are at least on the very good list. And some of you are on the very, very, very good list. And so I have a question for you. Does anybody know where very, very good children come from? Okay, on 3, everybody answer. 1, 2, 3.
Good parents.
Good parents. Oh, no, they come from Grand Island. No, that's a joke. That's a joke. You were absolutely right. Good children come from good parents
And good habits.
and good habits. Okay, that's absolutely right. Okay. Now, I think do we have somebody call? Okay. Why don't you have a seat while I try to
Hello?
talk to somebody on the phone?
Still there?
Okay, I'm plugged in, but I'm not hearing anything.
Still there?
I'm maybe having some technical difficulties. That happens in live TV.
Hello?
Hello? I can hear you a long ways away. Can you hear me?
Hello?
I'm not hearing anybody in my ear, but I can hear
Hello? Hello?
I must have done something wrong. That happens with me a lot. Do you ever make mistakes?
Yeah.
Oh, at your age? Do you make mistakes? You look like you may have missed that opportunity so far.
Yeah.
Yep, you've missed it? Or no, yep, you've made mistakes.
I've made mistakes.
Okay. Well,
Everyone does.
I'm sorry?
Everyone makes
Everybody does. And that's one of the good things about people who love you.
I have a elf at school.
You have an elf at school?
Me too. Today. We got him. His name is Peppermint. We got him.
Peppermint?
Mhm.
Okay,
Our elf at home, his name is Sweetheart.
is what?
Her name is Sweetheart.
Oh, Sweet Tart?
We made one at school today.
Oh my gosh.
We got one home named Buddy.
All right. Are your elves behaving?
Yes. Last year was it? Our elf. He was in the fireplace. The whole box of cereal upside down.
Upside down? Oh my goodness. And a firefight?
Like in the box.
He was like,
Last year he's trying to burn the house.
Oh, okay. Well, listen, why don't you come tell me about the firefight?
It wasn't on.
Okay, can I have you guys kind of come over here
Yeah, but it wasn't on.
and turn this way so that we can see how.
So he let the nose
Okay, tell you what, I want you to get on my knee right here.
right next. And nose that it's somewhere, but it was cold outside. And especially cold outside. I checked the fireplace. And
And he was in the fireplace?
but glad it wasn't on though.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad he didn't burn up.
He tried to turn it on.
Okay.
He said,
All right, tell me,
Teacher elf.
you two come and talk to me for just a moment and tell me about your elves? Yes, ma'am.
Persistence.
Okay. Now, what's your elf's name?
Sweetheart.
Sweetheart, that's right. And is this the first year your elf has been with you?
Yeah, last year we had two elves, but we only have one. And their outfits are different.
The elves are different. Did the elves last year behave?
Yes.
They didn't do any mischief?
One of them tried getting a tattoo from the other.
Getting a tattoo?
Our mom's a tattoo artist.
Oh, okay. Well, elves aren't very good at giving tattoos. Why didn't they ask your mom?
Because she was asleep.
Well, and you're not supposed to touch them. So that would probably be.
Kids cannot.
No, I know. Well, if you hold them in like a towel or something, but don't touch them directly. Okay.
But if you sprinkle cinnamon on them, they're back okay and their powers work again.
Yep. Okay, what do you like best about Christmas?
Food.
Family time.
Family time and food?
Yeah, family time and food.
And food. What's your favorite Christmas food?
Taki.
What?
Turkey.
It's
No,
a spicy.
Turkey.
Oh, turkey. Turkey.
Takis.
No, it's not turkey.
Turkey. Well, turkey is one of my favorite foods. So,
And mine is turkey too.
turkey too? Okay. Well, Mrs. Claus likes to bake cookies. But you know what her favorite cookie to bake is?
Monster cookies?
No, well, it's kind of a monster cookie. No, that's my favorite cookie.
What?
What do you think her favorite cookie is?
Cookies.
No, I wish it were. Yes, sir.
Sugar cookies.
Sugar cookies? Soda cookies? No. I hate to tell you this. Her favorite cookie to cook? Okay, I'm going to just whisper this in your ear because I don't want everybody to hear it. She loves baking spinach cookies. Have you ever had a spinach cookie?
We heard you.
No.
Oh, listen, spinach cookies are awful. Now, and Mrs. Claus, can you come here? Can you trade places with him for just a second? I have to talk to you about cookies because Mrs. Claus, you're not going to believe this. Mrs. Claus says, I'm getting fat. Oh, you think that's funny? Wait until you grow up and put a pound or two on and your wife does nothing but fix you spinach cookies. And when she gets really cranky with me about getting fat, do you know what she fixes me?
What?
Spinach cookies.
Broccoli cookies. Oh, they're awful. Now,
I thought Mrs. Claus was better than that.
well, I mean, she does it because she's worried about my health. Because, well, she's right. I'm putting on a pound or two, or 4, or 6.
15.
Well, enough. Shh. What do you mean 16,000? Oh my goodness. Okay, now here's the deal, and I want you to help me with this.
18,000.
18,000? I don't think so.
How old is she?
I'm sorry?
How old is Mr. Claus?
We stopped having birthdays at about 325, and that was a long time ago. So we're pretty old, but that's all right. But here's the deal. Mrs. Claus is sending out emails to as many parents as she can and telling them that the only cookies I like
Or chocolate chip?
are spinach cookies. No, chocolate chip are my favorite. But she said, telling them that if they really want to get in good with Santa, they'll fix him spinach cookies. Wrong-o. So talk to your moms and ask them if they get an email from Mrs. Claus, just delete it, okay? I'm sure that I can't even think.
Broccoli.
Spinach.
Broccoli cookies.
I'll say it.
And sometimes she calls them broccoli chip cookies, like that's going to fool us. Oh, they're awful. But that's all right because she loves me. But if you would ask your mom not to fix me spinach or broccoli cookies, and you might suggest to her maybe chocolate chip. Could you do that?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're good on the. Now she's right that I am putting on a couple of extra pounds. So the idea of spinach and broccoli cookies is no good. But if I could make a deal with you guys on Christmas Eve, if you put out cookies for me,
Mostly chocolate chip or Oreos.
or Oreos. Oh, don't even get me started on Oreos. Dip them in milk. Oh, not except chocolate chip. But on Christmas,
Chip.
chocolate chip.
Yeah.
Oh, I love them. I love them. But I'm going down a rabbit hole about cookies that I love. What I need to do is get an agreement from you guys
Yeah.
that on Christmas Eve, before you go to bed, after your mom and dad put out my cookies, whatever the number is, if you put out 4, that's fine. If they put out 8, that's fine. But would each of you eat one of my cookies? Would you?
No.
I will.
All right, would you eat 2 of them?
Yeah.
Okay.
I will eat.
You're lost, buddy, but that's okay.
I will
You want a cookie, Kane?
I will eat one and she will eat one.
Okay, because
That's fair.
if every child in the world eats one of my cookies,
I want it.
you won't? Okay, well,
I'll eat your cookie.
if most of the children in the world eat one of my cookies, I'll be down like a zillion cookies. And so I should lose some weight, don't you think?
Yeah.
I might, after
Wait.
Christmas morning, I might be as thin as you. Nah, that wouldn't happen.
Yeah.
I would still eat a lot of cookies, so I wouldn't.
Eat these cookies.
How many cookies do you eat?
A lot.
Well, just all that are on the plates.
Do we need reindeer food for the reindeer?
6 million cookies.
We got reindeer food.
You got reindeer food? What kind of reindeer food do you have?
We have a plate for you and a plate for the reindeers. On the plate for the reindeers, we put carrots.
You put gifts for the reindeer?
Carrots. Food at the.
Okay. Well, but you don't put gifts for me?
Cookies.
Cookies.
I'll
That's
probably
gift
give you-
enough.
I'll probably give you a bag of cookies.
A bag of cookies? Okay,
So you can take them
Now-
all your way to the North Pole.
that's right. Now, speaking of the reindeer, I'm going to tell you a secret. Everybody thinks that they love carrots, and carrots are good for them,
Because it's very for your eyes.
good for their eyes. But you know what they like most? Captain Crunch.
Captain Crunch.
Captain Crunch. Any way they can get it.
What do reindeers drink?
Usually water. You know,
Captain Crunch and water.
they stop at the river, and we've got a little stream going through their field at the North Pole, and they'll
I thought it would be hot chocolate.
Do you have Rudolph?
what?
Do you have Rudolph?
Do I have Rudolph?
Yeah.
Not with me, but yeah, I got Rudolph
Okay.
and
Do you have Dasher?
Dancer and Prancer and Vixen.
And Dasher.
That's right. Now, it's really they're very important, but the Captain Crunch isn't good for them. So don't give them Captain Crunch, even though they would like it.
What does Rudolph like?
Okay. Now we're just about finished with our time, so I need everybody to continue to be good, encourage your moms and dads to keep treating you well, and then after Christmas, you will have to start all over with getting back on the good list. Now, Christmas is only one day long, and the spirit of Christmas is all year long.